and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this Beyonce inspired look. It's from Coldplay's music video for Him for the Weekend. If you guys haven't seen it, I will leave the link down below to that music video. But when I saw Beyonce's makeup, I was absolutely in love with how it looked. I think this is just such a pretty look for fall, and for some reason I don't know why I never thought of putting these two colors together. All the products I used are very affordable products. Most of them are drugstore. There's a couple things like from ColourPop or BH Cosmetics that again are very inexpensive. You can't really find them at a drugstore, but I feel like they're still like affordable. Also, I like to thank everyone who's recently subscribed. We finally hit 3,000 subscribers. I will be having a giveaway soon. I'm just trying to get a couple like things together. Let me know if you guys want a lot of small prizes or like a bigger prize, because I have an idea for like the bigger prize. It's like the smaller prizes that I wouldn't know, so there either be one winner or I think it was like 6 winners that we did last time. So yeah, go ahead and let me know what you prefer, if you want like one massive prize for one person or like 6 mini prizes or 5 mini prizes. If you guys want to see how I got this Beyonce Him for the Weekend music video inspired look, go ahead and keep on watching. So to get started with this look, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to apply a small little bead of that onto both of my eyelids. For the first color that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be taking my BH Cosmetics 88 Cool Shimmer eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be taking this color right here. It's on the last row and it's like the 4th color from the end. It kind of looks blue and it kind of has like some greenish goldish undertones, so we're going to go ahead and place that all over our eyelids. This eyeshadow has like a duochrome to it, so in some ways it'll look a little bit more blue, as you can see right here. Then other ways it'll look a little bit more green. So to kind of enhance a little bit more of like the goldish tone that seems to be on her lid, I'm going to go ahead and take this color right here. It's just a gold shimmer shade. I'm literally just tapping my finger a couple times, and then I'm just going to start placing this by tapping it over top of this blue color. And also, this makeup look is very cool, so just keep that in mind when you're choosing any of the crease colors, any of the like eyeshadow colors. They need to be a lot more cool as opposed to the warm tones. Now I'm going to be taking my 88 color standard matte eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be taking a taupey grayish kind of color. It is literally this one up here. It's on the last row, 4th one down. This one is a little bit darker and slightly more like brown toned and warm. So I'm going to go ahead and use this cooler one. I'm just taking a blending brush, and this color is what we're going to be putting into our crease. Another tip is to kind of focus this mainly on like the outer area. So before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and add the next color. So we're going to go back in with that same color that we put on our lid, and I'm just taking, this is an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, and I'm just going to be taking that same color right here, dabbing it onto our brush, and then we are going to be placing this on 2/3 of our crease, and then we're just going to leave like almost that outer V to be that more taupey color, but this shimmer color is definitely up in her crease. I'm also going to go in with almost like this really light like yellow white kind of beige color. I'm going to go ahead and put that all on my brow bone. Next, I'm going to go in with this darker taupe color. It is on the last row, the 2nd one from the end, and I'm going to go ahead and take that on the same blending brush, and we're just going to go ahead and keep adding this to the outer corner of our eye. And this is kind of where we're going to move on to the face before we continue anything with the eyes. So for her skin, she has it pretty matte, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. There's not much shimmer to her skin. It does look very glowy and bronzed, so I am going to go ahead and just bronze up my skin. I'm going to go ahead and start off with a moisturizer. This is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer. I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over my face. I'm also going to kind of stay away from my nose area because that area can get very shiny. I'm going to go ahead and use a beauty blender to kind of work this in. Now that we've got a light layer of moisturizer, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Cover All Primer. And I'm going to mainly focus this on my nose area and on my forehead, not so much on the sides of my face, just because right here I have pretty normal skin, and I'm just mainly using this to kind of fill in all these little holes around my nose area. I'm going to also go ahead and use my Beauty Blender to kind of set all this in to my skin. And in case you're wondering why I keep using a beauty blender to apply my moisturizer and my primer, it's mainly because I like that it leaves a really nice thin layer of product on my skin, as opposed to maybe accidentally having a little bit too much product and then just having my makeup just slipping and sliding. So that's why I'm mainly using the beauty blender. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation in the shade 832 Nude Beige. I'm also going to apply that on the back of my hand and then go ahead and apply it onto my face. Now for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. And I'm going to go ahead and do a couple dots under my eyes. I'm also going to be taking a little bit of the Dream Lumi by Maybelline. So this works really good if I'm trying to brighten up. I'm going to go ahead and continue to blend. I went ahead and applied powder under my eyes so that I can bake, because I usually have to do it like right after I blend out my concealer. I'm using the Newer Color Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in the color Translucent, in case anyone's wondering. And I applied it with just this e.l.f. brush that has like this almost like an egg type shape, but I like it because it's really good to just fit right under the eyes. Now that we have all of our foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and apply a pressed powder just to go ahead and set my face. I'm just going to be using a really large fluffy brush. For bronzer today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Ticket to Brazil Color Icon bronzer. This is just one that works really good with my skin tone. So if you have more of like a lighter skin tone, I think this would work great for you. I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my cheekbones, almost using it as a blush, and then around the perimeter of my face. I am going to contour a tiny bit. In the pictures, it doesn't really look like Beyonce has her face like contoured or anything. She just looks like she has really nice cheekbones naturally. Since my face is a little bit more rounded, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a darker color. It's like this taupey color right here. I'm going to mix this color with this top color and just kind of help create a little bit more definition in my cheekbone. I'm going to go ahead and just bake right under that contour that we just did. And moving on to the nose, I'm just going to be using this really light bronzer. Now I'm going to just go ahead and dust off the under eye area. I'm just taking a little bit more bronzer and just applying it onto my cheeks. I am using this blush brush right here. It does have a little bit of blush left over on it, but I think that's perfect because we don't want this to be too brown, but we also don't want it to be too pinky either. So now moving back onto the eyes, I'm gonna go back in with my shimmer palette and go back in with that same color that we originally applied and just kind of touch up all this color in case there's any extra pigments on there or anything like that that we don't really want. On her lower lash line, it kind of looks like she has a matte of the color that she has on her upper lid. I'm going to go ahead and use this blue right here, right on top of this royal blue. And again, this is my standard matte shadow palette. And I'm just taking a small paddle brush and just dipping my brush in there a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and run that on my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with a blending brush and just kind of smoke this blue color out a little bit. In the pictures, it at least looks like she's not wearing any lashes. It also looks like she has her eyes rimmed entirely with black eyeliner. So I'm going to go ahead and just do my entire eye all the way around. In my waterline, I ended up using ColourPop in the color Swerve. It's just a black liner. This works great if you're wearing contacts like I am. It doesn't make them smudgy or anything like that, so I'd highly recommend this. I'm gonna go ahead and take a black eyeshadow and at least use that to kind of smudge the lower lash line. I'm just gonna make sure to use a matte black eyeshadow. For the upper lash line, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm only going to be taking a brown liner because in the pictures it looks a lot softer on the upper lash line as opposed to the lower lash line. I'm going to be using this brown liner in the color Cocoa Bean. It's by Essence. It's a gel waterproof eyeliner, and I'm going to go ahead and just run that really close to my lash line. I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of blend the liner that we put and that blue shade we have. And on the outer corners, I don't think she really has a wing or anything like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure that there is no wing. It doesn't even like look rounded or anything. It does look like the blue color kind of wraps around here as well, so I'm gonna go back in and use that almost as a highlight, but not a highlight, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna take that same blue color. And she doesn't have any lashes, so I'm just going to go ahead and add my mascara. It also looks like she has a tiny bit of highlight just on her nose. So I'm going to go ahead and place, this is the color called Rose Champagne Glow. I'm just going to take a tiny bit on my brush and just dust it on the center of my nose. So for lips, I'm going to have two lip options. One is a drugstore version. The other one is slightly more higher end. The first combo is brown eyeliner. This is the Rimmel Soft Kohl eyeliner in the color 11 Sable Brown. Sable Brown. So I'm going to go ahead and just line my lips and fill it in with this brown color. I'm going to go ahead and place the color called Dazzling Plum over top of it. So there is the drugstore lip color with this eyeshadow look. The only thing is the color that Beyonce is wearing, I'm guessing it is a liquid lipstick just because it is matte. But again, this is just such a pretty color even if it's not matte. For the higher end version of Beyonce's lip color in the matte formula, I'm going to be mixing two colors mainly because I don't think I have anything in a liquid form that's already in a tube, like already made. So the colors I'm going to be mixing, True Brown K and ColourPop's Tully, which is one of my favorite fall colors. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the True Brown K first and then top it off with Tully. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, if you guys have any like celebrity looks or anything like that that you guys would like to see me do, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll be notified of any of my new videos. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. My eyes are a little watery. Hopefully that'll kind of settle down. I was gonna say a paste powder, but no, this is not a paste powder.
Some bright blue eyeshadow, girl, you crazy.
Hey, Beyonce did it, so.
Beyonce is crazy.
Ooh, my jam. Do you want to go to Target as soon as I'm done?
I said I want to touch
The earth. I want to break it in my hands. Dazzling.